Stuck inside of this quarantine, now all I do is play FIFA. Stuck inside of this quarantine, now all I do is play FIFA. Stuck inside of this quarantine, now all I do is play FIFA. Stuck inside of this quarantine, I'm stuck. Getting down on my knees and I'm praying. I'm saying, please, EA, please bless me. It's so blatant. I'm cursed. Why? Pack Prime Crespo and I was shaking. For chance rewards got my heart breaking. Why? What is the deal, YouTube? It is your boy, 1 Star a Week for the. You are now watching the Broke Boy Road to Glory. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all you guys that are watching now for tuning in. So, I know it's only been a day since the last episode, but I feel like we have a lot of catching up to do. I mean, indeed, a lot of things have happened. So the first thing that we did was play the draft yesterday. I didn't realize I had the draft token. I think I packed it at some point, completely forgot about it. So I went ahead and did a draft. I got a trash team. I played somebody. I went to extra time with somebody, and of course I lose in the first game. It is what it is. I opened some packs. I don't get a goddamn thing. The next thing we did was grinded out Moise Kean. And there was a bigger picture here. I didn't just get Moise Kean for my future Everton team, but I also got Moise Kean because every week EA drops an objective where you have to play with a bunch of silver players in squad battles, and eventually you get a rare mega pack for doing it. So I went ahead and did that. It took an hour and a half, and I was hopeful for the pack, given the pack luck on this account, but unfortunately it was not to be. We packed an 82 rated, who I don't even remember as our best pull in that pack. So it is what it is. We move. And here we are today. I left you guys on the cliffhanger. What will I do with my team? Let me show you guys the transfer list. So this is going to give you a better idea as to what we've done with our old team. We have demolished it. We have exploded it. That doesn't make sense. But we have completely demolished our old team. Rio Ferdinand, the first owner legend, had to go. 809,000 coins. I mean, I'd be stupid not to sell. Conte, while he was very good, I thought 400k was expensive for him for what he brought to the team. Aubameyang, I loved. I would do it again every single time, but he had to go to make the team work. You're going to see why. Lucas Moura I packed untradeable, so then I sold the old Lucas Moura. Semedo, somebody I packed in squad battles rewards. Then Bele's gone. Allen I bought and then sold. It's a bit of a spoiler as to what's going to happen with the new team. And everything else is right here. So without further ado, let's show you the team. What does 1.2, because I think that's what I got from selling all this, million coins get you on FIFA 21? Let's see. I'm excited. Boom. The first thing that's going to hit you in the face, of course, is going to be Mbappe. 1.5 million coins, I believe I bought him for. 1.5 million coins. Was he worth it? We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Everybody else on this team is old, aside from Allen, who I had to bring in as my Conte replacement. I think he's done the job quite well given his price. But the main man of the episode, the star of the show, Joe Gomez. We packed him in red picks. It's probably going to be our best red pick for a long, long time. But how good is he? Because you look at this card and you already know he's going to be good. But is he worth 450k if you didn't pack him? I'm going to help you guys figure that out. He's 6'2". He has medium work rates. He's right-footed with a 3-star combination. As you guys see here, I've played 13 games with him. 9 of them in the weekend league, 3 in rivals, I believe 1 in squad battles, and he has no goals and no assists. Before we go any further though, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a big favor and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, do me an even bigger favor. Hit the subscribe button down below. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. So, when you look at Joe Gomez, I mean, he pretty much has the making of a meta center back. I mean, pace he has, and that's the most important thing on the center back. Let's face it, on this game, defending wise, he looks like he has some very decent stats here. Everything's well rounded. Physically, he looks like a beast as well, given that he's 6'2". What I do like about him is that he has some well roundedness here. Once again, making up words, well roundedness, and that he has some decent passing and dribbling stats. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into the gameplay. I'm gonna let you guys know how my weekend league went, and I'm gonna let you guys know, should you try this card out? Let's get it. Yes guys, so according to Footbin, Joe Gomez is selling for 450,000 coins on the PS4 market. Is he worth it? I would have to say I'm 50-50 on it. While he does have a case for being the best Premier League center back, he's about twice the price as Varane. And is he twice the player Varane is? Not really. Is he even better than Varane? I'm not sure. We're going to break down the stats though so you know exactly what you're getting into. So first we're going to talk about his pace. He has 84 pace. And if you've ever used Rafael Varane on this game, he feels very similar. He rarely gets beat by through balls. He's always there with the recovery speed. And what's important is that if you miss a tackle, once again, his recovery speed will bail you out time after time. He's what you need to hang with the Mbappes or even just the Inaki Williams of this game. And overall, this guy's pace is a 9.5 out of 10. It is absolutely elite. Next, we're going to talk about his passing and dribbling. And normally, I don't like to talk about this that much when it comes to defenders. But being that he's almost a 500,000 coin card, I mean, I think we have to. And what I will say is that he pleasantly surprised me here because I was expecting nothing. But in game, he's decent, all right? His over-the-top through balls, even though his long passing is only 68, actually came off a few times. If you give him enough space, he'll be able to punish you. His short passing is 82, which means that in close areas, once again, he's decent. What I will say is that I did notice his 76 composure when the other team activated team press. And it sucks because team press is just so OP at this stage of the game. And therefore, his composure does let him down when you're passing out the back if he tries something too fancy. But otherwise, I think he's fine. Agility and balance-wise, he's actually very decent for a 6'2" player. He's not as clunky as Van Dijk, which is a huge thing. And overall, I gotta give this guy's dribbling and passing a 7 out of 10. It gets the job done. It's not a particular strength, but at the same time, it's not a weakness. Next, we'll be talking about the defending on this card. And this is really gonna make or break the card. How was it? What I will say about the defending is that Joe Gomez has 2 out of 3 things that an elite center back needs on this game. He has the pace, and unquestionably, he has the physical. But defending wise, I give him a B+. All right, I'm gonna explain. His stand tackle is very strong. It's very good, and if you manually defend and know how to time your tackles well, he's gonna be very nice. But what I will say is that he doesn't quite have the tackle that Varane has. He doesn't quite have the tackle that Rio Ferdinand has, and it's not really fair to compare him to those players, but the price tag really makes me beg that question. Is he as good as them in the tackle? I would say no. Those players, you can press tackle. Even if you press it or mistime it, they're still going to come away with the ball. This Joe Gomez has a smaller margin for error per se. And again, you're going to notice the difference between them when it comes to the defensive awareness. His defensive AI is very good, but it's not great. Varane's AI is great. Rio's AI is great. He's just very good. And from time to time, you will catch him sleeping if you don't control him. His interceptions are solid. He's 6'2". He has long legs. And overall, I got to give his defending an 8.5 out of 10. It's very good, but not quite elite. Finally, we'll be talking about his physical, and there are some good and bad things here. The good, obviously, is that he's big in game. He barely gets out-strengthened, and he's very strong going into a challenge. I really enjoy that. The bad, I would say he's very mediocre in the air. And I suppose it's a bit nitpicky because he's not bad in the air, but he's not that great. If your opponent has a Ronaldo, Raul Jimenez even, like, he will get bossed around in the air. And once again, I do think it's realistic because in real life, he's not that great in the air. When Everton injured Van Dijk, you saw the difference in the air immediately. And I guess it translates into FIFA. Overall, though, I got to give his physical an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. Aerially, it could be a little bit better, but that's just me being nitpicky. All right, guys, so what's the final verdict on this card? I think, once again, I got to repeat it. He has 2 out of the 3 things at an elite level to be an elite center back. Unfortunately, his defending, once again, I give a B+. So what I will say is that if you play and you like to manually defend, you like to press the opponent, Gomez is going to be a great card. But if you like to park the bus, if you play with a very low depth, somebody like Van Dijk is a much better value because he has a lot more quality going into a challenge. Overall, though, I got to give him an 8.5 out of 10. He's a solid card, and if he was around 250,000 to 300,000 coins, I would say go for it. I just think he's a little bit overpriced for right now. All right, guys, so you might be wondering how my weekend league is going, and honestly, I started bad. I lost my first game. Can you imagine? I bought Mbappe for 1.5 million coins, and I go ahead and lose my first games. Shambles. But it is what it is. We bounced back. It was a minor setback for a major comeback, as Adrian Broner would like to say, and we finish off 7-2. And I'm really enjoying the team. I'm doing the same thing as I was last weekend, where I start off in a 4-2-3-1, 30 minutes to 45 minutes in, I go into a 3-5-2. I use my players and I just blast my opponent, and most of the time it's been working. The reason why I don't start in 3-5-2 is because I think it takes too much stamina to really play how I want in 3-5-2 all game long. But right now, I'm really enjoying the results. 7-2 is a solid start. We're poised again in pole position to hit Gold 1. Hopefully, we can secure that. Maybe have an outside push for Elite. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section down below. How's your weekend league going? Have you tried Gomez? What are your experiences? Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next episode, but until then,